relationship and experience becomes you. And to some degree, we participate in the creation of our own illnesses. Illness is a power disorder, and it's a power that you give away. And it's easy to sit there and feel bitterness, guilt, or resentment from an unfavorable past experience. However, in your life, your task is simply to learn the lesson that the teacher has for you rather than to resent your teacher. So, focus is what's important. There's a story that my aunt told me recently. It's about compassion and focus, and I want to share it with you guys. There was this young man, and he was on a journey, and on this journey he endured many experiences, both good and bad, but for some odd reason, he was focused on the negative, and that negative made him a very miserable and angry individual. One day, on his journey, he sees this old man, and the young man has this miserable look on his face. This old man approaches him and asks, "What's the matter? Why do you look so miserable?" And the young man just proceeds to tell him the story of his life and about his journey and how bitter he has become because of all the negative experience that he has endured as he has traveled. And the old man looks at him and grabs his hand and says, "I want to show you something." The young man is like, "All right, cool. What is it?" The old man says, "You see the man standing over there?" They both look over. "Yes," replies the young man. "Go up to him and hit him in the back of the head." The young man looks at the old man and is like, "What? I'm not doing that." The old man says, "Trust me, just go and do it. It'll be okay. Just trust me." The young man shrugs his shoulders. Sorry, I can't even talk today. Walks up to the gentleman and hits him in the back of the head. The man turns around and smacks the young man across his face. The young man became enraged and wanted to hit the man back again. But the old man sees this and whistles and shouts for the young man to come back. The young man walks back to the old man and says, "He smacked me right in my face. I'm so angry that he hit me, and I know that he was angry too, which is why he hit me back. What was the point of me doing that?" The old man looked at him and smiled and said, "You see that guy over there? Go up to him and do the same thing. Go smack him in the back of the head." The young man looks at the old man and says, "You're crazy. I'm not going up to that guy. I'm not going up to him, and I'm not going to strike him. He's going to turn around and he's going to hit me again." The old man looks at him and says, "Please trust me. I want to show you something, and you will only see what I'm trying to show you if you do it." The young man looks at the old man, turns and walks up to the second gentleman, and smacked him upside the head. The second gentleman turns around and angrily starts shouting at him, pointing out his every visible flaw, cursing at him. The young man turned and ran back to the old man. The young man says to the old man, "What are you trying to show me?" As he breaks down crying, "I've been hit and I've been cursed at. I can't see what it is you're trying to show me." The old man looks at him, pulls out a handkerchief, wipes the young man's tears, and says, "There's a third man. I want you to go and do the same thing too. He's standing over there." The young man looks at the old man and says, "I'm not going." The old man's like, "Please trust me, there is a reason, there's a lesson. I want to show you, but you just have to trust me." So this young man looks at the old man and is like, "All right, I'm going to go up to this third guy, so I'm trusting you." So he goes up to this third guy, and he smacks him in the back of the head. And what happens is, the gentleman turns around and he just looks at this young man. He stares at him for like a second and then turns back to what he was doing. The young man goes back to the old man, and now he's perplexed. So the old man asks, "So what happened?" The young man replies, "He didn't do anything. He just looked at me and turned back to what he was doing." The old man said, "Okay, so last time, go up to this fourth gentleman and hit him in the back of the head." The young man goes and hits the fourth gentleman in the back of the head. The gentleman turns around and smiles at the young man, grabs him, hugs him, and says, "It's okay. I don't know your journey, I don't know your path, but I will love you anyway because you need my love." The young man started crying, but this time with happiness. When he returned to the old man, he was still crying, but he went and hugged the old man and thanked him. It's so easy to become angry with someone when we get hit and to hit them back. So easy to call someone a name out of frustration. But it takes so much when you can set your ego aside and just love another person and to show compassion and to show that you care. I'm guilty of being number 1 and 2 myself in the past, but I'm trying really, really hard to be number 3 and 4. And to those who have spit in my face or will do so in the future, I want to be that third person. I don't want to just give my energy or exert myself on things that will just deplete myself essentially, and take away from me. So there's also a book that I've been reading as part of my curriculum at school, which I'm taking a course at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. And in this book, it basically teaches you that you can eat as healthy as you can, and you can take as many supplements to try and make yourself healthy, but if you don't have it up here, your body's not going to work properly. And there are some points in this book that I really wanted to share with everyone. And it's that all circumstances can be changed in a moment, and illness can be healed. It's to be consistent, live what you believe. Never look to another person to make you happy. As my aunt always says, your happiness should not be with conditions. Life is essentially a learning experience. Every situation, challenge, and relationship contains some message worth learning or teaching to others. And lastly, my amazing cousin always taught me that thoughts can always be changed, and that it's always just a simple shift of awareness. She taught me the benefits of letting go of the past, so that in turn the past can let go of me. Live in the present moment and practice forgiveness of others. We lose so much of ourselves, our powers, when we do not.